functionality.
I won't stray.
And we're all hot, and that's okay.
Hey guys, if you're watching this, I am officially 30. 30, flirty and thriving. Hot mama boots slay. That's me. I have been creating content on the internet for half of my life now, officially. And some of you guys have been there for a lot of that journey. Some of you guys have been there for all of it. And some of you guys might be newer. But for those of you who have seen me through every phase of my life so far, thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I have gone through many changes, many evolutions of me. Lots of lessons have been learned. Lots of opinions that I was loud and wrong about. Just a lot of things, okay? When you start being on the internet when you're a literal child, you learn and you change. You know? And for years, I've been doing this trend on my birthday where I say however many things I've learned before I've turned a certain age. So this is my 30 things I've learned before turning 30. And I want to preface this by saying that every time I've done this, I've been in a different phase of my life. I like these videos because I like to rewatch them and see how I've changed. Opinions that I had back when I was 26 are probably not the same opinions I have when I'm turning 30. You know what I mean? It's cool to see how as a person I've changed throughout the years. Now, some of this is very solid advice, but I do want to remind you all that I am just a human, and this is what I've learned, and this is my experience, but I've been wrong in the past, and I could be wrong in the future. Who knows? But maybe this video will help you, or maybe it'll just be entertaining. 30 things I've learned in 30 years. Number 1. Having a budget can gamify shopping, and that can be a lot of fun. Honestly, any chore that you can gamify, I think you should do it, especially if you're a gamer. It makes things a whole lot more exciting. Number 2, experiences over material things. Now, coming from me, coming from a girly pop who has made a lot of her audience through haul videos is very interesting. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've been doing less and less hauls. It is truly because I am saving my money to go to concerts and to travel and to do things with friends over clothing and Amazon purchases and all that jazz. I'm still doing that. I'm still buying clothes and I'm still doing A, B, and C. But I realized that spending money on things that you will remember for the rest of your life or for long periods of time, things that will bring joy in the moment and be stories that you can tell, is just a better way to spend your money. If you can afford all those things, by all means. But capitalism is a beast and a monster in its own thing, and we have to decide where we put our money. And personally, realizing that experiences are the best way to spend my money has been life-changing for me. I'll still do haul videos though, guys. I'm still gonna do haul videos because it's still a tax write-off. Number 3. The right people will defend you in rooms that you didn't even know you needed defending in. I've learned that this year. I've learned that there are conversations that will be had about you that you don't know that are being had. And the right people, if they are in those rooms, will defend you, will stand up for you, will stick up for you. I literally had a conversation with one of my very best friends yesterday that there was a conversation that happened about me and he stood on business. And I didn't even have to ask him to do that is wild. It's wild that there's conversations, that there's people that are just out here talking about you. I just don't get it. I'll never get it, but I am grateful that I have people in my life who will stand on business for me without me having to beg them to do so. This does lead to number 4. If they are talking shit about their closest friends to you, then they're talking shit about you to their closest friends. You are not the exception. I've learned this the hard way. And I will no longer surround myself with people who talk shit about their very best friend. I won't. Because if I'm their other very best friend, they're talking shit about me to that person that they talk shit about to me. And that is a hard truth that we all have to swallow. Number 5, hurting people is inevitable. It is a part of life. No, most of us don't want to hurt each other. Most of us don't want to cause pain to others. But part of life, especially when becoming closer with people, is that you will realize that the closer you are to someone, the easier it is to do something that could accidentally hurt their feelings. It's what you do with what you've done that matters the most, right? Like if you hurt somebody and they tell you that they're hurt, the right thing is not to be upset that you hurt them or that they're hurt that you hurt them. The right thing is to apologize and learn from your actions and move forward and make changes. Right. Number 6, planning out your weeks ahead of time is huge. I recently got an iPad this year and have started using an app where I can write out my weeks on like a calendar, and I color code it, and it's been so helpful for my ADHD brain. I realize that I double book myself on a regular basis, and I don't know it because I'll use my phone calendar, but then I'll also use like my written calendar, and I don't put the two together. So one of the things I worked on with my therapist is making sure that one calendar has everything always, and that's been so helpful. But that also leads me to my number 7, which is make sure that you are planning time for your hobbies and self-care. Don't overdo it. If all you're doing is planning out time to be social and do work, you're going to burn out. Number 8, listening to your body is imperative, especially if you are disabled, chronically ill, neurodivergent, etc. It is a skill to know how to listen to your body. It is not something that you figure out overnight, especially if you're neurodivergent. Some of us literally don't have hunger pangs until we're starving. That's me. I am currently starving right now. I will eat after this video. For me, it's been understanding when I cannot stream no matter how much I need to, or I cannot go out with my friends no matter how much I want to, because I've overdone it throughout the week, right? Like I have to prioritize sleep and rest and not socializing. Otherwise, it leads to burnout, meltdowns, or worse. Not okay for me. Number 9. Soon I'm going to run out of fingers. Meal prepping doesn't have to be boring and can taste good. If you do it with the right people, if you look up lots of different recipes, I implore you guys to go out of your comfort zone if you guys are considering meal prep. I used to think that I couldn't do it because I would get sick of meals, but you can do something different every week, and sometimes you can do 2 different things in 1 week, and it's worth it, and it can be delicious. It is life-changing, especially as a streamer, okay? Being sat at my desk, talking to you guys and needing to take a break for 3 minutes to reheat something is so much easier than having to leave my house or cook a whole dinner or go get groceries. Number 10. And this is one of the hardest pills to swallow, okay? You gotta let people be wrong about you. Some people have decided who you are, and there is no point in convincing them that they're wrong. Because if they've already decided that, they haven't granted you enough respect to be wrong. And you don't want those people in your life anyway. It is a very hard pill to swallow, but you just gotta let people be wrong about you. You just got to be okay with being misunderstood. And I am good at that some days, and some days I am absolutely horrible at it. Absolutely terrible and horrible at it. But I'm aware that is something that we must accept. Number 11, listening to your intuition doesn't always feel right, but it will eventually. And I say this as somebody who has so rarely listened to her intuition, and my intuition has been right later on. That can be red flags in relationships, in platonic and romantic. That can be situations that could quickly turn dangerous. That could be a lot of things. But intuition is also a skill. And if you have it, if there is something pinging you in your brain, in your heart, in your tummy, your body is telling you something is off. In the moment, because of the things surrounding you, it is going to feel wrong to listen to it. But your body is telling you this for a reason. You will realize that it was correct to listen to eventually. This leads me to my number 12. Honeymoon phase and love bombing are very real, and it's really easy to let it cloud your judgment, but you need to do your best to not let it. We have been shown media for years and years and years that love should look a little difficult. It should look like drama. It should be exciting, and there should be butterfly feelings, but also it should be stressful, and there should be jealousy, and there should be this, that, and this. But that's only because that's what makes an interesting movie. That's what makes an interesting TV show. But that's not what love really should be. Real, comfortable, successful love is not fast or rushed or exciting right at the beginning. This is coming from someone who is single, but I have also been love bombed many a times. So take this with a grain of salt. But from my friends who have been in long, successful relationships, from my family members who are still married after years, it is not the toxic, rushed stuff that lasts a long time. It's the slow, comfy best friends that last forever. Number 13, not being sure about you is a turnoff. And I'm saying this to every single person that's watching this video right now. If someone is not sure about you, that should be a turnoff. You have far too much to offer for them to not be sure, for you to be an option, for you to be a number two, for them to be in and out and in and out. Nice. Sorry. Your person is not going to be unsure of you. Number 14. Pretty much all beauty standards were created by capitalism, and this knowledge will set you free. All of this need to lose weight, or need to not have bags under your eyes, or need to have a double eyelid, or need to have this, that, and this, was all created by somebody who wants you to believe that you need to spend your money to fix those things. All of it is capitalism. All of it. The trends in clothing, that is just so you stop just sticking with what's in your closet. They want you to add new things to your closet. Once you realize that what actually works for you is what feels good for you, what makes you look good inside and out, you're free. And life is yours. Stop letting capitalism drive you. And I know that's easier said than done. I know that at some point we must endure capitalism in some ways, in some forms. But that knowledge is worth a lot. Number 15, believe people when they show you who they are. A lot of people can talk the talk and be convincing and can say one thing and never actually do it, but they're so convincing that you believe that they do. No. Let their actions speak for themselves. Let people show you who they are. Number 16, tarot can be very real, but do not trust the tarot readings that come across your For You page on TikTok. I feel like that shouldn't have to be said, but that's something that I've literally had to believe. I've needed to be clicked out of my Delulu, okay? A tarot reading that's personal is far more likely to actually be real than a tarot card reading that is put in an algorithm on an app. Oh, this is a good one. Number 17. You do actually owe people things. I feel like society as a whole has just agreed on the sentiment of you don't owe anyone anything. You don't owe them anything. And that is just not true. If you want real, fulfilling, genuine relationships, you do owe the people that you love conversations, clarifications, understanding, boundaries, and respect. Okay? If you are out here feeling some type of way about someone and you love and care about them, but instead of telling them that you feel some type of way and you're just telling all of their friends and all of your friends and everyone around you that you feel some type of way, and you're not giving them that conversation, that is not going to create an environment where you have a growing, lasting relationship with that person. And it's honestly kind of toxic. And we are adults now, and I cannot believe that still so many people do this. I just wish more people would sit down and have conversations with each other. And you also owe people apologies. I don't know if I said that, but that is also a part of number 17. You owe them apologies. You do. Number 18. Some people do things for you because they want to, and some people do things for you to hold against you and over your head in the future. This is bringing it back to when people show you who they are, believe them. If anyone that you love and care about during an argument or anything like that goes, okay, but I did this for you and you didn't blah, 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 blah. 9 times out of 10, they are showing you who they are there. You don't want people in your life that only do things for you to use it as ammunition. You should want to do things for people you love. And the people who love you should want to do things for you. That is what friendship is. Your friends should want to take you to the airport. Your friends should want to help cook you meals when you're too depressed to cook them yourself. Your friends should want to be there while you clean up your depression messes. And you should want to do that for other people. Number 19. This is something I have to remind myself every day. Making mistakes and having bad days do not make you a bad person. Making mistakes and having bad days do not make you a bad person. Number 20, if you're being creative, it's not going to be perfect. And the reason I say this is because a lot of us are perfectionists. A lot of us don't even start a project because we don't think we'll be able to do it perfectly. But if you are creating any form of art, it is not going to be perfect. It just isn't. So create. So just do it. Some of the most famous pieces of art are filled with flaws and imperfections, but we still cherish them and talk about them and let them have their own impacts. Number 21, you have to communicate that you are struggling or that you need help for your friends to know what you're going through. This is something that I have been guilty of recently. I thought because I'm always vulnerable, I'm always honest about how I'm doing, I thought that, my close group of friends would know. But I realize just because I put it out into the world on like, I don't know, close friends Insta stories or through talking on stream or whatever, that doesn't mean that that's going to get to all of my friends. They're not going to receive that information unless I give it to them willingly myself. My friends did not know that I was struggling for the past year because I didn't tell them. And it was like a smack to their face when they realized. And I felt like an idiot because I thought that I was struggling privately because no one cared. But as soon as they knew, it was evident that they cared. Now, this is something that I think also goes hand in hand with you don't owe people anything. If you want genuine, fulfilling relationships, you have to tell people things. You have to ask for help. You have to be willing to accept help from the people that love you, even when it's hard, even when it's embarrassing. The right people won't hold it against you and won't find it embarrassing. They'll just want to help. Number 22. Society has ingrained this in us, but it is just not true. Finding a partner is not the point. Your lifestyle is. The way you live the rest of your life, the way you spend every day, that is the point. Stop waiting to live your life until you find the right person. Your life is right now. You are never going to be any younger than you are right now. You need to live your life. Your lifestyle is the point. Number 23. Insecure people are not the same as people with insecurities. One you can be friends with, and one can be really dangerous to spend a lot of your time with. Everybody has insecurities. Everyone does, but secure people won't project that onto the people they love. Insecure people will take stabs at you, will talk about you behind your back, will say things directly to you. They aren't on your side. That's not always true, but in my experience, it mostly is. I think this one has been on all of my lists, but I'll say it again. Number 24, the stupid little workouts and stupid little moving arounds to get active and to get your blood pumping. Stupid heckin' works for your stupid mental health. Going for a walk, getting your body moving, unfortunately, does give you endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. And happy people just don't kill. Number 25, sleep is so important. This is another thing that I know we're all told all the time, but getting a full night's rest is good for your digestive system. It's good for your skin. It's good for your brain. It's good for your metabolism. It's good for your focus. It's good for your mental health. It is literally good for everything. Why do you think in Dungeons and Dragons, the way to heal without spells or potions is by getting a long rest? We literally have to rest our bodies to heal. Now, there are some of us, like myself, who have insomnia, and that's easier said than done. But finding the things that work is so important. For me, that's noise-canceling headphones and sleep masks and a plushie and sometimes a weighted blanket. A sound machine, brown noise, blackout curtains, whatever you have to do to get sleep, do it. Whatever kind of stupid money you have to spend to get good sleep, do it. It's so worth it. You will just be a happier person. And there is such thing as too much sleep. Number 26, the environment that you are living in does influence your mental health. The past 2 years, I have been living in the messiest home I've ever lived in my life. And I would sometimes have little spurts of time where things were clean in some areas of my home, but never was every room in my house clean for 2 years. And I have been in and out of depressive spirals for that whole time. And finally I said, enough is enough, and everything must be clean, and I must get rid of half of my shit. And I'm saying this now to remind future Laurel that if I let myself fall back into those ways, I will fall back into those spirals, because every time I came home from being out, I was instantly sad again. I'd have all these motivations for all these things that I'd want to do, and then I'd get home and see the mess that I was living in, and I'd be filled with shame and embarrassment and just complete lack of motivation. The way you surround yourself is so important. The people you surround yourself with, the sounds you surround yourself with, the cleanliness of your environment is so important. It's easier said than done, but it is nice to have people in your life who want to help. I couldn't have done this all myself. I couldn't have cleaned all of this up myself. I had help. Oh, this one is a hard pill to swallow, and it might make you a little sad, so I'm going to give this one a baby little trigger warning. Number 27. Pets touch our lives for a section of time, but we are our pet's whole life. We are there their whole life. We are their everything during that time. So don't forget how important interactions with your pet are to them. Number 28, once you find the people that you don't have to perform for, you realize how unfulfilling other friendships have been. And that's okay. Surround yourself with people you don't have to put on a show for. Number 29 is one of my favorite things in the whole entire world. Kissing your friends can be one of the single best joys in life. And it can be intimate and it can be platonic. I know, like, in America, we cringe at family members that kiss each other on the lips, whatever. But think about all the other countries that when they greet each other, they kiss each other on both cheeks or one. It is physical intimacy with people that you care about, platonic people you care about, is actually extremely uplifting. It is fulfilling. And your friends' lips, they're probably very soft, okay? Kiss your friends, okay? Let your friends fulfill a little bit of romance for you platonically. Making out is fun. Stick your tongue down each other's throats consensually. Life is short, okay? That shit's fun. That shit releases endorphins. That shit feels good. Don't you want your friends to feel good? Anyway, and last but not least, number 30. Nobody knows what they're doing. No one. Not even people in their 30s. I know when we're kids, we think, oh, our parents know everything. And when we get older, we're like, oh, well, like, you know, people in their 20s probably have their lives together. Or, oh, when I hit 30, I'm finally going to have my life together. I'm going to know exactly what I'm doing. No, everybody is winging it. Everybody is doing their best. Literally everyone. All these people that are spouting motivational shit on TikTok, they don't know what they're doing either. Just take in what you can and learn what you can and move forward and do your best. And I'm proud of me. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of me. Here's to 30 more years. Looking hot as fuck and making out with my friends. Let's go. Happy dirty 30, babes. Ah. Let me know in the comment section what is something that resonated with you. And then let me know something that you've learned that I have not mentioned that you think everybody needs to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy birthday to me. And I will see you guys for the next video on the YouTubes. Latest gators.